Good morning, good morning. So, before we start, I wanted to share some scriptures with you that um, were, I wouldn't say like prominent, but they were mentioned a couple times, a handful of times when we were on the trip. And they are, first one is Romans 6:10 through 11. The Spirit of God, who raised Jesus from the dead, lives in you. And just as God raised Jesus Christ from the dead, he will give life to your mortal bodies by the same Spirit living in you. And 1 John 2:6. Whoever says he abides in him ought to walk in the same way in which he walked. While we were over there, that was very important and gone over many times. It was hard. We need to walk in Christ the way he walked, in the boldness of Christ. That was so important, having the boldness of Christ, the boldness, because it's at face value, it seems easy. You're going over just to walk to someone's house and share the gospel with them. But when you're there, sitting in front of the person who's never heard Jesus and only knows Buddhism, and you're trying to fight that belief just by talking to them, a complete stranger, it is terrifying to talk. I didn't know, you didn't know what to say. Well, you did know what to say, but you just felt like you didn't know what to say enough to actually like make them believe. And so the boldness of Christ just to start talking. Once you start, it's so easy. But that boldness was just something that we went over every day. It was just, we kept saying you have to be just like Christ was. And so that was really important that week. But nonetheless, this is our group right here. There was 10 of us in the team, and then 3 translators, and then a couple people that were already over there that they live in Cambodia, that were on our team. And so we go, there's me, obviously, and then we have Brian and Sue, they were married, Shannon, who is Micah's uncle, so these are all team members, these 3. Micah is one of our team leaders, as well as Sahara, she was another team leader, and Courtney. They were the 3 team leaders, so Courtney, Micah, and Sahara. And then there's Maddie, another team member, Evan and Sam, and then, yeah, that all was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that was the 10 of us. So Brian and Sue, Shannon, Micah, Sahara, Maddie, Sam, Evan, and me, obviously, and Courtney. I don't know if I said that. And then for our translators, we had 3 translators that went with us. That was right here. This guy, his name is Vani, Hosea, and Makara. Now, these are all Cambodians. They live over here. And funny enough, they all look really young, right? Well, he actually is young. He's in his early 20s. Makara and Vani are both, he's 35 and he's 36. And they look nothing like that. I didn't realize, I thought Makara was like my age until I found out he's got a wife and 2 kids, 6 and 9. And I was like, huh? So yeah, they look a lot younger than they actually are. And then for the rest of the team, we have Charles, who is the lead minister over there in that province of Cambodia, right here. Tommy, who is one of Charles's co-ministers, he was with us. And then our bus driver, Sign. Sign is the nicest guy you will ever meet. I love that man. He will do anything just to help you. He puts himself behind, he puts everyone first. Such a great man. So this was everyone that every day we went out in the trip, and there was some other people that joined us from here. Oh, I'm back here. This is Matt. And his wife Kim is taking the picture, so she's not in the picture. But Matt and Kim, this is actually their house we're in. We went to their house every evening for dinner. So that's Matt and Kim. So that was our team. And so then we have this plane this was when we first landed in Cambodia. So for the flights out, the flight pattern was just awful. We left from Dulles, Washington, D.C., and we flew to Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. That was a 13-hour flight. I mean, it wasn't terrible. We were in Abu Dhabi for 4 hours waiting for our next flight. Echoing. Why do I say that's weird. That's so weird. So then we flew. Is this something I'm standing in? Okay. We flew from Abu Dhabi to Bangkok, Thailand. That was a 6-hour flight. We were there. Pulpit's on. The pulpit's on. Should I unplug it? I don't know. We'll see. So okay, so we flew to Bangkok, and we were in Bangkok for 8 hours. Layover until we flew to Cambodia. That was an hour flight. So we had a lot of layovers for. Let me use. I can just use the pulpit. Is that bad? I'll mute myself.